Welcome to the Bosporan Kingdom campaign for Divinity Et Impera 1.2.8. In the last part, we were pushing against the Seleucids in this area. We liberated a settlement up here, so we've now got an ally here to help protect this frontier. And what I'd like to do in this part is complete the whole of the province of Syria. We need to take this settlement here, push down here, then our following target will be Palmyra. And then once we've got this area secure, just to show you on the map here, so once we've got our border running around here, we're then going to turn our attention east. One, to finish off the Seleucids, and two, to be able to consolidate our whole empire out in this area here. Because the key to being able to push west and fight the Romans is to have a secure area where we can make piles of cash, which we can do by taking this, especially this eastern area here, and more importantly, by not having any enemies behind us. It means the only thing we will need to keep out here is a few small armies to act as a stabilizing force. So that's what we're going to do. And the other thing I want to show you while I'm at it is that during the end turn, we've actually got a couple of military reforms. Unfortunately, we're not on the list. So the Dacians and the Getae have now got military reforms. So are the Myron here as well, which is quite useful from some perspectives. And we've got quite a whole list of stuff going on here. Construction, the storage room in... What did I build here in Nobia? Oh, I built this storage room, didn't I? To reduce the effect of squalor, and it will actually give us a bit more money in this area as well. But of course, the first thing we're going to do is these guys are going to come in and take this settlement. Wow, looks like somebody's had a go at them. I'm sure the garrison was a lot stronger than that. Oh well, I was going to fight this, but I can't really see the point, so we're going to go for an auto resolve on this. 94%. Down they go. That was a surprise, but I'll take it. And I don't think... Yeah, here's probably the army that was in here. Right, so I want to change this, and what I would like to do is build this up, get a nomadic settlement here. The reason I want to put a nomadic settlement here is that this will give me access to, well, we've got these spearmen here, but we've also got access to these heavy archers. And more importantly, if we go to take it to a tier 5, we'll be able to get these guys. I mean, these are pretty awesome. See, they got armor of 49, charge bonus, missile damage, range 160, and got this noble cavalry as well, which is, I think it's more of a melee shot cav than a thing, even though they appear to have a bow on the, even though they appear to have a bow. And again, these have got armor 49, and you can see here they got weapons damage 19, 8 armored piercing damage of 12. So therefore, I mean, this is fire while moving, but maybe they've just got a couple of ammunition that they can shoot. So that's the reason why I want to get them here. We got a bit of a sanitation problem, so we better do that. This having to work sanitation is slowing up my progress with respect to the, how can you say, with respect to getting my empire maintenance down. I kind of, I think I'm going to knock you down as well, because I mean, it's a nice build, nice to have, but I think I'd rather have some food here, because we're going to be pushing this. Because what we are going to be pushing is the vintner, and although we got 2 agricultural centres in here. So now, before we push on here, I want to see whether they got an army down here. No, they haven't. They got an army over here. So what we're going to do is push on Antiochia. They don't have an army. They got an army there. What's up with these guys? What's up with you? Why are you taking attrition? They got disease or something? I don't understand why these are... Disease brings death and suffering to our troops. We must appease the gods. It's not saying that they've got disease. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. I think we're going to go and just do this in one foul swoop, I think. Siege vehicles are only available. Yep. I think we will fight this. I'm just going to drop a quick save again. We'll fight this just for the fun of it. I mean, they got 4 cavalry, so... and they've sullied out. Of course, we'll be able to try out our heavy archers now, which should, in theory, should do a little bit of damage to their cavalry. But they're going to come at us, so we can take up a defensive position. Start deployment. We've got a little bit of a rise here as well. I'll take you out. Put you... You're a little bit of a short front line, aren't you? But we'll put the ballista... they're going to attack us. So, I think, because the AI is pretty stupid like that, I think we're going to have... I think what we'll do is, because we've got such a short front line, what we'll do is we'll have the ballistas kind of doubled up like that. These archers on each side like that. I think we can put you up like this side. I think we'll put these guys on this side here alongside their friends. To put them in the middle with a slight overlap actually. I have these guys on this side. The general in the center. These guys here. And of course we're 1 unit short, aren't we? Yeah, I'm gonna have to rework this. This siege army's got way too many. What we call it's in it. Way too many cavalry in it. Archers out there. We're gonna kind of change the angle a little bit here. Now they've got quite a lot of medium phalanx infantry, so we're going to need to get behind them a little bit. What we'll do... Here comes the medium shock cav. General that side. General. Heavy archers. His axe warriors took a little bit of damage. General away. Right work. We need to get their cavalry off the ground.
The men are wavering.
General, as you command. Heavy archers, loose ready.
We're not doing very well here, unfortunately. General. Pull away. Pull away. We need to get behind. You. After them. These guys are going. We can drive off their missile troops. Get you guys over here. You pushing.
Units has used all its ammunition.
You fire into there. Archers.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Operations away. You. You need to push on these guys. You need to fire onto the backs of those.
Our units has used all its ammunition.
You leave the battlefield. You need to come that way. You out that way. you in on these. You just keep these guys entertained. You turn around that way. You come in that side. You come over here. I mean, these archers are holding pretty well, actually. I think if you can get a charge in on this flank. Right, these guys have gone. You over here. What we got here? Okay. Let's charge into the trees, but right, these guys are going. Plateaus. This is proving expensive. You there. Right, these guys are going. This should be the last charge. There we are. End battle. That was expensive. Lost 744. We might have lost a couple of units. And down they go. And of course we can occupy. Certainly don't want that. And we certainly don't want that because this is a farming town. So there's not much point in doing that. We've got Syrian elephants. Not something I really need at the moment is Syrian elephants in this army. These are melee attack 19. My instinct at the moment is just to leave these the way they are. We got here Syrian mercenary spearmen. Yeah, I think we'll bring in some of those just to strengthen my front line because I've suddenly remembered that this army was 1 unit down. So we're going to hire you. We're going to upgrade you. That gives him armor of 40. He will be able to strengthen our flanks. So we've now got this settlement here. We got. Why have we got disease? What if it's down to the fact we got squalor here? It's the squalor that's causing the problem. And there's not much I can do to fix it unless I knock this down and build. I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to knock this down. It's going to be expensive. I feel that we need to fix the sanitation here because I think it's this. This is what's actually causing the disease, even though it's not showing here. But if my armies are taking attrition due to disease, that's bad news. Normally it shows up that they've got disease, or is it just the fact that if you've got an army in an area with squalor, that kicks in? I mean, I can bring, I think what I will do is I'm going to bring this army into here because we need to rebalance these armies a little bit. And I think what we'll do is we'll probably replace some of these guys, the lesser units, with heavy archers. We'll reshape this army can take damage units from here, and we'll reshape this into a proper siege army so that we can push on Palmyra. I mean, what's the garrison? Because we do need to push on this area here. What was it? Construction reports. Courage. Faction encountered. Parthia. Okay, we've met Parthia. I don't really want to get into... Well, they like us at the moment. And they're not really up against us at the moment as well, so that's good. Anything else that's... Household expands, captured, newly captured bonus. Province captured. We got 2 new provinces. And I mean, we've got a bit of cash, so let me just have a quick flip through and see. Yeah, Syria's going to be a bit of a mess. Yeah, nice and solid. Mesopotamia. Certainly want to take that up for the Empire maintenance. We're building sanitation here. Quite surprising that there's no... Okay, so we're just going to go for an intern. Oops. Faction leader. Family leader, not a faction leader. We'll come this way. And I think we're push up that Empire maintenance as well. So we're just going to go for an intern. Okay, ready for command. Politician, no longer wounded. I think we will go for this. This for 4 regions. I think we'll get with that. Already getting struck hard by disease. First things first. That sanitation in. Because that should... He's only got 1-1 sanitation. Then we've taken down that. And they've stopped. It does look very much like it is related to the having the sanitation in the building. I think I'll bring this army down around here into here, and then you guys are going to merge up, and we're certainly going to give off these. You bring in those. Gonna lose a couple of these guys. Bring in some of those. Drop that one. Right, so that will effectively give me this army here. So this will give me an army with quite a strong front line with some axemen, reduced cavalry, but what that will mean is that we'll have an artillery army, a siege army here. This army is going to need a little bit of extra work, but he can move back into this settlement here and work on that. And pull you back here. But what we'll probably do, who is this guy? We can send you back in this direction to defend while you heal up. We'll probably replace some of your arch units. Wow, these guys have got a lot of level though. But they still only got 1 armor. I think we're going to get rid of you and replace you with heavy archers as well. Because, I mean, these guys are awesome. And you're a field army. Let me just, I think if we send, do I have any spare armies? No, we've got a full set of armies, but we do have a fleet. So, wow. What we're going to do is recruit. We need some food in here. So we're going to put food in there. Put food in there. And we get from these. Get even more heavy archers. Don't actually gain anything by building a Persian settlement. I think what we'll do is we'll put in, what's a Hellenic outpost? We'll put in a local agora in here. We can take you up for some cash there. That was, so you can see we're really making 9,641. Syria is a very profitable area, and I think what we will do is raise a fleet here. Spartan dynasty. Don't want any of these guys. Who are you? Count Court Nobles. You're Tannic nobility. Tannic nobility. I think you can raise a fleet here. I don't want anything too expensive. We can, well, they're all expensive because you're not meant to be fighting any battles, so we're just going to recruit you. Put you into here. Looks like we can actually upgrade our ship here. What you're really going to do is act as a wow, we got a nice port here. What's this? This is from this dry dock. Wow. Okay, so we've got the ability to recruit some pretty good ships here. I mean, the artillery ships would be nice, because artillery ships are quite useful when you attack, say if we attack Salamis or anywhere like that, but it's not really high on our agenda at the moment, so we're just going to bring you in like that. Yeah, this guy's going to need a little bit of TLC, and yeah, you can fall back, and I'm just going to reshape you, I think. So I think this is going to be more of a cav army, wasn't it? Maybe you can team up with this guy and offload, although you've got 4 Bosporan Lancers, and right, I'm kind of prevaricating a little bit here. I want to check my politics. I'm sending one of the wives out, or daughters out, to keep working on that. Right, I think you can go to Galatia. We'll try and keep them on side. So we're just going to send out the one for the moment. We probably need to get a couple of these married, but there's no urgency. These are all, what I would like to do is get an extra character in here, but there's not much I can do about that, so we're just going to go for an intern. Got some unassigned skills. Well, we're certainly going to push the Empire maintenance a little bit more. What is my Empire maintenance at the moment? 35% is getting a little bit too high, so we are going to need to work on that. Okay, we've got a generous tribute. I think I was half hoping that if we can get the Galatians on the side, they might give us a few regions. Right, this guy is not messing about here. We just see this army. I just want you to drop back a little bit. There. Bring this up. going to bring you through here. Because I want to swap these armies around a bit so I can rebuild this one. So we give him one of those into there. And we're going to pull out some of these. Right. You're going to need... I think what we'll do is we give him a couple of those, and should we do something like that? Yeah, I think that will. I know it doesn't look elegant, but that brings this army in the right direction. We can probably get rid of you. Yeah. Yeah, you were kind of, I'm not exactly sure what you were doing there. This gives me a beginnings of a cavalry army. We're going to merge you guys together, because you're probably not going to be that much use. So this gives me a fairly heavy front line, probably a bit too heavy. So I think what we'll probably have to do is treat you as a reinforcement army here. And these two armies you're building up there. Construction complete. We've now got a water tank up here, which should keep everything under control in this area. I think we're building a water tank here, which should solve the sanitation problems here. Where are all my armies? Oh, of course, I've got this guy here, and he's kind of just messing about here, kind of acting in a defensive role. I need more armies. So, where have you got? You're holding the western frontier. You're there. You're there. You're there. You're there. You're holding this frontier. You're holding that frontier. And okay. I need to, I mean, you're getting in the right direction. If I bring I mean, the public order here is pretty good. The reason for that is that we've got 80% culture here. And I know we're going to get a little bit of nomadic culture in here, but the 51 with all the technologies and traditions, and we got, let's say, you can see we've got local traditions at 4, which I think are Hellenic. So that should offset any negative influence from that building there. I think we can bring you down here. And I say what we'll do is we'll send this army back to rebuild, I think, and pick up a couple of heavy archers. Yeah, then what we might do is rebalance these armies a little bit. And I think that's about it. Going for an end turn. Okay, we've got construction report. Wow. Got a phenomenal list of construction reports here. Right, we've got these guys in the center. They've kind of left themselves open for an attack. Well, at the same time, everything I also saw up here. I think what we can do is we've got this army here with the horse archers. we could probably sweep in and take Jura. What's the garrison here? 18. We got these two armies here can move in. So I think what we can do, I just want to take a sneak peek this way. I think this army is of no real consequence. And I think just to finish off this video, we're going to come into here and going to encircle, and I think just to make things a little bit easier, come in here, and I could probably very quickly fight this battle actually. Or, although to be honest, nope, okay, still in. That's because he's on the wrong side of the river, so put you there. Attack now. Yeah. We're going to go for the auto-resolve on this, so we can take this settlement here. Yeah. We've now captured this settlement, which is in... Oh, look at this. We've got a tier 4 granary here. I know it doesn't produce much food, but that is going to be very useful if we actually want to push out this way and move through this area, because it will give us supply systems in the desert. I think that would be... We're going to send you there. Artillery army in, and again you're just gonna, and you're gonna come in behind. Yep. That will set up the battle for the beginning of the next part. We've got this settlement here. I think what we'll do is just sneak you back across the border. I think this army is probably strong enough to defend against anything that the Seleucids can bring in. But what we can do is... we've got the money for it, so I'm just... what we got here... Syrian mercenary archers, armor 28. Okay, what we're going to do is take a couple of these. I mean, they're 228. They've got a range of 175, which is further than that. They've got a bit more kill power. More importantly, they've got armor of 28. So I think these could be... So we're going to take these. Of course, these are worth upgrading, because that will... well, yes, improve their armor to 30. So that makes this army into a full-size one that defend here. This guy probably just needs to dump off whatever he's got. And what we're going to do now is, well, we're certainly going to put in... I'll make this into a little bit of a bread basket, I think. You can come there. We're going to need some public order in here as well. That will... I mean, we've got 2 farming settlements here. You can see we get plus 10 wealth from agriculture. By getting this, that will give us another little bit of agriculture there. But we are going to need the public order from here to offset this, because the time we get down to here, although that's not that bad. From here, I think that covers most of this bit here. We need to upgrade you. Probably do with the growth to begin with, and then we can flip it. Certainly want to take that up. I say that fixes the sanitation in Our capital, so that gives us kind of 2 spare here, and we've got copper. That gives us 3 squalor, 507. Plus 1 research rate, plus 2 research rate. See if there's anything else that we need. We've got that there. Thapsakos, Pharos, Tushpa over here. Got this, but the public order is rock solid. I think we can now afford to take this up. I mean, technically this is still a frontier settlement, so at the moment we've got a garrison of 12. So if this goes up, this would keep it. This would take the garrison to 12 as well. So this is a trade hub. This gives us more money. What would be the? Give us 605. This will give us 395. I think what we will do is go for the siege holdout time here. Plus 4% heavy unit recruitment. I think we'll go with this in the short term. It doesn't give us as much money, but we can flip it later on when everything is a little bit safer. So we got that there. My instinct is to strengthen this army a little bit. No, this army's up to full strength. It's this army I need to strengthen, isn't it? Okay, this guy got a promotion. Well, not a promotion. The army got a promotion. We're going to give you that. What's this guy? Melee attack. Skill for old swordsman. Not really appropriate, so I'm going to make you into a cavalry army.
Ready for battle.
Just need some infantry. We need the Bosporan infantry to replace some of these guys. And then what I can do is reduce some of these down a bit. When yeah, we got a very powerful front hotline, but all lancers. Armor 33. I think I'm just going to carry on turning this into a horse archer cav army, because I think I'm going to put another lancer unit in as well, because one thing about having a horse archer army, if he's supporting, because you've got the horse archers, you can get them onto the field very quickly. So if you get a very strong infantry army that can kind of stand and draw the enemy in, a horse archer army can be really powerful. Oh, well, that's the theory anyway. Right, I think just to finish off, we're going to quick flip through and check all our provinces. You don't need anything. Marder, yeah, it's looking pretty good. So give me 1 extra squalor. But again, we've got this issue. If I take this up, that's going to cause squalor in here, isn't it? Mesopotamia is looking good. Here is pretty good. Kind of wondering whether I actually need this, but at the moment he's part of the defense that lines up here. Bosporan, Palmyra. We'll be taking that in the next part. And of course we've got this settlement over here. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.